Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of OK Sweet Dreams. I'm here with a midnight snack. It's kind of topical. How are you today, Don?
I'm feeling amazing, Bean. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm so good. I've got some great news. Normally I bring some tragedy or some horrific crime, but today I have some good news.
Really? So I'm not gonna have any nightmares.
No, this one's going to put you right to sleep so peacefully, so restful. So, here in the United States, they're working on reclassifying marijuana from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3.
What does this mean, really?
So, Schedule 3 drugs include things like ketamine, anabolic steroids, like your base use types of drugs, but they're all controlled substances. So, Schedule 1 is like medicinal use, but like not as strict. So, right now in the US, we have marijuana programs in 38 states, and then we have like a recreational market in 23 states. So, if this goes through, basically it's going to make it so marijuana in all states can be used at a medicinal level. And then obviously the states that are already using it, like for recreational purposes, can continue to do so. But this will make it as a treatment option in all of the US if this does go through.
So does this also mean, because I saw a documentary about this one, that the police basically uses it to fill up prisons?
There are a lot of petty drug crimes, yeah.
Like they use those to send mostly minority people to jail, which is kind of outrageous to me, by the way, because I think just for using it or just for possessing it, it's your body. You should be allowed whatever you want to do with it. It's okay that they ban selling it, but I kind of disagree with that. If you have an ounce of weed, you can go to jail and shit. I think that's a little bit too harsh. So would that mean they wouldn't be able to send people to jail possessing marijuana anymore at all?
You would have to go to a doctor and get a medicinal use card. Basically, you would have to go and say, I've got this condition, and they would prescribe medical marijuana. You could then go to a dispensary and get marijuana. So, as long as you have the medical card and you're in possession of, however much you're allowed, then you're not going to get in trouble. Now, if I don't have a medical card and I get busted with 10 pounds of marijuana, in one of those states that is not a recreational state, yeah, I'm going to get in trouble still.
That is kind of crazy, though. It's weed.
I know. It's a step in the right direction though. I mean, hopefully they can kind of like study some of like the side effects because I mean, I know people are always like, "Oh, like if you smoke weed, you're going to become a schizophrenic." There's like all these like crazy studies or whatever. So I mean, with time I think it's going to be like less of an ooga booga and more of it's just a little weed. But maybe, I don't know. But I do have a quote here, and this person said, to put this simple, this move from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 is not getting people out of jail. So this was the senior vice president of public affairs at the US Cannabis Council. So it's not just going to go and release all of these people from jail because now we have like medicinal marijuana. I mean, those drug related crimes are going to stand currently.
Okay, I just don't think weed possession should be considered as a crime.
I don't either.
Send people to jail when they sell it illegally. I agree with that. It shouldn't be sold illegally. And I think it would help the economy as well if it would be legal. There would be like stores. It wouldn't be like junk weed that a lot of people smokes because it's illegal. If it would be legalized, it would help in so many ways, even the users who like smoking weed or like doing edibles.
I mean, here in the US, we do love our taxes. So if this does go through, I mean, that's just a new tax revenue. And then if you have it in those recreational states, that's also tax revenue. Like you said, these are legitimate businesses operating with the same laws as every other company. So, I mean, good for the economy, good for the users.
And imagine if would provide jobs selling weed, and you would have job security as well in the store, where you would have like fucking health insurance and shit like that. Can you imagine?
Don Fox Phoenix for president 2024.
Oh, thank you so
Oh,
much. But no,
shit.
seriously, come on. I
Yeah.
think you guys should catch up with Canada regarding this matter. When it comes to weed, you guys still in these 1960s ideas of weed, because there are studies that actually show some health benefit when it comes to components, not the entire part that you smoke, but there are health benefits to it. So I'm just saying, if you say it can be used for medical purposes.
If it can be used for medical purposes, why can't we use it for recreational purposes as well?
Exactly.
If it's good enough for medicine, it's good enough for fun too.
Yeah, but and it's not as severe as getting high on morphine, you know what I mean? Where it's a very high chance you overdose and die.
Okay, I've had some bad experiences with edibles though. Like I've had some wonderful experiences and I've had some really bad where I almost felt like I was tripping.
You were tripping, it wasn't a good trip, but you were
Ooh.
not in serious danger.
Hopefully. No, I felt like I was gonna die though. I was so
You
scared.
felt like it, but I don't think the Great Reaper was standing behind you like, how much would you smoke,
I'm gonna get
darling? How
you.
much did you eat? No.
Yeah.
I just think it should be even more forgiving, and it's kind of crazy that who said that they are not going to get out of jail, the people with weed related crimes.
That was David Culver, the senior vice president of public affairs at the US Cannabis Council. I want to be on the Cannabis Council. That sounds like it's fun.
Honestly, that would be a trip. I just want to say one thing to this vice president. Maybe you should stop treating your entire prison system as a business model, and then those people who didn't really did anything else, just trying to having fun on a Sunday or a Friday afternoon, smoking or eating some, you know, it's just crazy because it's so obviously used for
Right.
the wrong
I mean,
reasons.
because like I said, the difference between the Schedule 1 and the Schedule 3 currently, if this doesn't pass, it's in the same category as things like heroin and LSD, as opposed to steroids and stuff like that. It's so silly. I don't think marijuana is even comparable to heroin.
I don't think it's even comparable to
Right.
steroids, which can cause a serious imbalance in your hormones and shit. I don't even think it's even that dangerous. It should be, I don't know, man. Let the people have some fun. That's what I say. But I do agree, and I think the youngsters out there should be aware that as long as your brain does not finish developing, which is around in your 20s, early 20s, you may not want to smoke weed until your brain is done developing itself fully, because there are studies shows that it can cause some problems.
Let us know what you think in the comments. What do you think about this? Are you excited? Are you feeling a little bit concerned about this? Just let us know.
Okay, sweet dreams.
Okay, sweet dreams.